For many years, I've always wished to play the piano. I've tried to learn on it on my own and never could get the right tune to come out. I took piano lessons from Miss Julie Lancaster and was able to learn how to read the notes and where to put the hands on the piano. It was after some time I actually felt a little discouraged and gave up on playing the piano because I didn't think I'd ever get as good as I wanted. I talked my dad into finally letting me get another piano so I could play again, and Miss Bobby Kinsey reached out to me and said she had one she'd be willing to give us, and it was out of tune, but so was my playing. I finally decided a couple of weeks ago that I wanted to commit to learning a song and play it so I could play for the church. I spent hours upon hours of what little free time I had to learn and play this song. The song Stand Up for Jesus. Before I play it, I want to give a backstory to the song. We often sing songs, but we don't realize the meaning or the story behind the song we are singing. Stand Up for Jesus was a hymn inspired by the message of Dudley Ting, a young preacher in Philadelphia. He was forced to resign from his church pastorate for speaking out against slavery in the mid-1800s. In addition to starting a new church, Ting and other ministers preached revival meetings at the local YMCA during lunch and soon began to attract thousands. This revival period is known as the Work of God in Philadelphia. In March of 1858, Ting preached a rousing sermon to 5,000 young men at the YMCA, and over 1,000 made a profession of faith. During his sermon, he supposedly said, "I would rather that this right arm were amputated at the trunk than that I should come short of my duty to you in delivering God's message." Only a few days later, Ting left the study of his country home to visit his barn, where a mule was harnessed to a machine that was shelling corn. When he patted the mule, his sleeve was caught in the cogs of the wheel, and his arm was badly maimed. He passed away the following week from the injury. Before he died, he was asked if he had a message for the ministers at the revival, and he replied, "Tell them, let us all stand up for Jesus." His friend and fellow preacher, Dr. George Duffield, was touched by the words and wrote to him, "Stand up for Jesus." Duffield concluded his sermon the following Sunday by reading the lyrics as a tribute to his friend. Duffield's Sunday school superintendent printed copies of the poem. The lyrics soon found their way into a Baptist newspaper, and the hymn spread from there. I believe we should all take a stand for Jesus in the day and hour that we live in. This world needs more people who will make God the center of their relationship, marriage, home, church, and even their nation. Feel free to sing while I play.
Appreciate that. Well, it won't be long, but the chance gets so good. He and I'll go out. I'll sing. He'll play the piano, and we'll take turns preaching, amen, as we are getting on the road.